Howdy folks, Dr. Ed here with Total Body Healthcare, and I've got your Whiteboard Wednesday thought of the week. You know, if you spent any time here recently researching stress-reducing techniques or maybe ways to biohack your nervous system, then you have undoubtedly come across articles about the vagus nerve. Matter of fact, I know we've even talked about it on previous Whiteboard Wednesday videos and its importance and what it does in our body. Most of what you read online, though, of course, is for us adults, and I'm sure that that's important for us. But with our focus here at Total Body Healthcare on kiddos, I want to give you a couple of tips today on ways that you can help stimulate your kids' vagus nerve so that you can help them. Let's cover a little bit of anatomy and physiology first, though. The vagus nerve is cranial nerve number 10. And like most nerves, it's actually a pair of nerves. There's a left one and a right one. So when we say the vagus nerve, we actually mean both, not just one. The word vagus actually means wanderer or wandering. And if you look at the course that it takes throughout your body, you can kind of see why it was given that name. It's also, interestingly enough, it's also the longest nerve in your body. Its primary function, what it does, is rest and relaxation. It's part of the sympathetic division of your autonomic nervous system. As we say in the office all the time, autonomic nerves control automatic functions. When it is stimulated, it activates the relaxation of the body. And that's always kind of sounded funny to me. You stimulate a nerve to relax, but that's actually what it does. The vagus nerve is hindered significantly by stress. We constantly have our foot on the gas pedal. Excuse me. And I know that kind of sounds dramatic because it puts us into fight or flight mode, but even our kids are that way as well. Constantly on that gas pedal, fight or flight, what's next, that kind of stuff. Then let me ask you this. You may be thinking that, again, a little dramatic, Dr. Ed, fight or flight, really? It's not there. I'm not staring down a bear. Let me ask you this. Can you sit quietly for 5 minutes without your brain looking for something to do? What about your kids? Our constant need for stimulation is a sign that we are in fight or flight. Studies are showing that kids these days are under more and more stress. I mean, let's face it, our society is changing and it's affecting all of us. Here's a key point. It is impossible for us to be in fight or flight and in growth and repair at the same time. Our bodies cannot heal and repair themselves if we're constantly in that state of fight or flight. Let me ask you this. Do you or anyone in your family seem to be constantly battling a bug or a virus? Does anyone have a chronic health condition they can't seem to kick? If so, there's a good chance that they're in fight or flight and their body isn't healing like it's designed to do. Again, you can't be in fight or flight and growth and repair at the same time. What about behavior issues? This is kind of a biggie right here. Does the slightest little thing seem to set your kid off? You know, whether it be anger outbursts or maybe in social situations they shut down, there's a good chance that your kid's nervous system is in fight or flight mode, and that little thing that sets them off, it just pushes them over the edge. So I want to give you 3 strategies today that you can use to help your kid's nervous system come down out of fight or flight and into the rest and relaxation. 2 of the strategies are pretty quick and easy. They take a little bit of practice. As all good habits, they do take some practice, but they're pretty quick and easy. The third one's a little bit more long-term. First strategy is what's called breath work. There's a ton of videos out on social media and YouTube that you can watch to learn some of the strategies on how to do it. Because if you're trying to teach, let's say, 5-year-old Johnny ways to do breath work versus 13-year-old Sally, there's going to be differences in how you do that. So I encourage you to do a little research with that. But the basic premise of the breath work is really deep, slow belly breaths in and out. If you find your shoulders going up and down when you breathe like that, that's not the belly breathing. That actually turns your body more into fight or flight mode if you do that. Belly breathing, your belly should go in and out when you do your belly breathing. A couple of key points. Number 1, I find it easier to do when I'm sitting down. Something about relaxing my core and allowing me to sit and take those deep, slow belly breaths is easier when I'm sitting down. And slow being also the key word. These aren't fast, quick breaths. These are real deep, slow inhale, maybe to a count of 4 or a count of 6. And then when you exhale, same thing, count of 4, count of 6. It helps to do them for about a minute, maybe two at a time. I encourage you to make this part of a daily routine, whether you or your family are feeling stressed. Maybe you're on vacation, you're not stressed at all. Still make it part of your daily routine, because it's going to tell your nervous system to slow down. Put your foot on that brake pedal just a little bit. So breath work is strategy number one. Second strategy is this one's actually a little bit more fun, at least for me it is. It's singing, humming, or chanting, anything that uses the vocal cords. The vibration of the vocal cords, as the sound is being made by the vocal cords, that vibration, because of the proximity to the vagus nerve here in the neck, that vibration actually stimulates the vagus nerve and activates it. Once it's activated, it then starts doing its job, which is rest and relaxation. How many of y'all feel a little bit more relaxed if you've been able to sing for a little bit? Again, a little training with your kiddos, they'll probably get this a little bit easier than the breath work. I actually like to combine the two strategies myself. I'll take in that nice, deep, slow belly breath, and then when I exhale, I hum at the same time. The vibration and that deep breath works well, very, very well together. Kind of kills two birds with one stone, if you will. The third strategy is a little bit more long-term, and it's what we actually do here in the office. Regular chiropractic care has been shown to stimulate the vagus nerve and down-regulate our fight or flight response. This goes for adults as well as kiddos. One of the things recent chiropractic research shows is that when the spine is subluxated, that misalignment, it actually causes the nervous system to go into fight or flight, because it realizes that's not normal. By adjusting and correcting the subluxation, it turns off the fight or flight and stimulates the rest and relaxation of the nervous system. I can't tell you how many times through the years in practice that I have parents tell me the night after an adjustment, their kids sleep so well. I've even had crying, fussy, just non-consolable babies as I'm adjusting them. They actually fall asleep in my hands. It's just, oh man, it's so cool to see that. We all have stress these days. We can't avoid it. However, that doesn't mean it has to cause us any negative issues, as long as we deal with it. I encourage you to try the breath work. Take a little time and sing along to the radio. Hum a little bit while you're working, and teach your kids these tips as well. And get adjusted. I'm Dr. Ed with Total Body Healthcare. Here's your Whiteboard Wednesday thought of the week.